All right, here we go. Tonight's going to be a fun night. We are going to talk about something that I hope that all of you will get behind and just have a blast with. This is a collaboration between a lot of us. We talked over this last, 4 days or so, coming up with an idea that could help us to share the good news with a lot of people this holiday season. And I guess where this all started was some time ago, Chris and I went at some holiday season, went to Macy's or one of the big department stores, and we were walking by the makeup counter, and they were just giving away, I don't know if it was Estee Lauder or some product they were giving to people coming by and say, hey, new product coming out, test it out, see what you think. And that was it. We just got a new product. She came home, started using it, and she still uses it to this day. And I thought, hey, that's a really cool thing to do. It's almost like what we're doing now with Operation Hydration. And so that's where this all started. And so what we're going to introduce you to tonight is something that I think is really going to help us to, like I said, share the good news, to get out in our markets, to get out to our friends and our people that we know, to share the gift of optimal health. Now, I put together a quick PowerPoint just to show everybody what we're talking about. So let me pull this up. And here we go. Sue, can you see this okay? Good? Okay, good. Well, during the holidays, I don't know about you, I do love the holidays in that we get together with family and friends. In fact, we've got our family here tonight, and it's a blast. And love getting gifts, but even more than that, I think all of us enjoy the idea of giving a gift. And as I said earlier, there's really no better gift than the gift of optimum health, which is what we get to do all year long. But I thought if we could do a few things, if we can put a program together, we could get a lot of us out there sharing the gift of health with our iWater. So we came up with a program, and we're calling it GIA iWater Magic, Holiday Magic, the gift of optimum health. And I use the word holiday because, to me, iWater is magic water. I always say that. It's just so magical because you just never know what's going to happen with someone, what kind of result that they're going to get. We just know that something good is going to happen. And so we've come up with a few things that I think is going to help us, and here's what it might look like. So this is the gift of iWater. I love this picture, Karen Knott. Karen Knott, I think on Saturday, got together with Abby. Was it Abby that was with you, Karen? Yep. Got together with Abby, and they put together their gifts that they're going to be taking out now and sharing with their friends. And this is what it looked like in her house. And Karen, we're going to talk a little bit more about how you did this and how this came about, but I think this looks so cool. Here's a close-up of what it might look like. So the bottle on the left is Karen's, and you can see what she did is she put the brochure along with the 2-ounce water bottle, put a bow on it, and it's ready to go. The one on the right is Sue Johnson. They do things a little bit different in Canada, and so Sue put hers together today. Same idea, just decorating it the way she wants to. She included the water bottle in the brochure also. So it becomes the perfect gift to give to someone. Now, I know that all of us have been using iWater for a long time, and when you use something for a long time, you get used to it. But I want everybody to realize what the value of iWater really is. I mean, it's magic water, it's miracle water, and when I say miracle, we know of so many people who've gotten incredible results with iWater. Some of them have gotten results very quickly. And so what I want to really impress upon all of us as we go through this presentation, the real value of what we're giving people. It's not just water. It's transformed into something that could really change lives. And I know if I asked all of you if it's changed your lives, you probably would have some great stories. I know I do. And so that's the idea, that this is a valuable gift that you are giving to someone. And you're actually spending your time to activate the water, to decorate the bottle. You're spending your time especially for them. And I love the idea of the bottle because we're all going to be doing it different. We're all going to have our own ideas on what to do with our bottle. So we're going to come back to this. So here's what we can do. I've worked with the company, and they are putting the small 2-ounce bottle on special. It may be all the bottles, but I know the 2-ounce bottle is on special 2 for $1 all week long. So step one would be to go ahead and order your brochures if you don't have them already, and then order your bottles. You can call in tomorrow, or you can even do it online. So they have it online that you can do it in your back office right now. And order your bottles 2 for 1. Get those ordered right away. I would suggest, at least in the United States, to priority mail them to you. We have 15 days left to take advantage of this holiday idea. I guess we could go longer because the holidays really are the whole month. But I just suggest that if you're going to do it, let's get the bottles quickly and get this going. So that would be step one. Step two would be to make your list and check it twice. And when I'm thinking about making a list, and here's what I'm going to suggest to everybody. If you're going to do at least 5. 5 people. Make a list of 5 people that haven't been on iWater yet that you can go visit and give them the gift. I'm going to suggest you do 10. I mean, the more we do, the better, the more impact we're going to make. But at least 5. Commit to doing 5. So that's what I'm going to say. Make the list, check it twice. Next, activate your water. Now, this can be a whole lot more fun than you think because it's like a puzzle. I don't know, Karen, do you think it's like a puzzle sometimes when you're trying to activate a bunch of bottles? Oh my gosh, you should have seen me doing this.
We had a little confusion at our house Saturday.
I can imagine everybody would have confusion except for Sue Johnson. She has a whole system in place. But when you're doing multiple bottles and you've got to pour, I mean, it's a kick and it's fun to do. So
you know what the good news is? When you get confused, you can muscle test and it's very clear which water's iWater.
Well, I have to admit I didn't do that. I had to do one over again because I wasn't sure if I did it, and I wanted to make sure that it was going to be activated, so I had to do one over. So step one is to order your water, your spray bottles and your brochures. Next, activate the water, and then it's decorate. And the cool thing about the decorating part is that you can make it your own. Keep it simple and not complicated, because if it's too complicated, you won't do it. And this is what Karen did. Karen, can you want to talk about this? Talk about how simple it really is.
Well, I think it's really simple. We punched just a hole with the hole punch in the brochure, and I used, I don't know if you could tell, but just curly ribbons, a ribbon that's very thin,
up here, yeah.
Because that will wrap around the top of the 2-ounce bottle. You know, just tie a knot, and the knot's also through the brochure, so that was it, and just curled it at the end there, you can see, and then just take some thicker ribbon and tie a bow. I mean, pretty simple.
I think it's beautiful. And you'll notice in the picture underneath the brochure, it looks like you have a sticker, the iWater sticker, that we used to put on Operation Hydration, and we're thinking you don't really have to do that because you're using the brochure. So the brochure would be the announcement of what this is. So don't even worry about printing out the iWater or IH2O sticker that we were putting on the bottle for Operation Hydration. Just make it super simple. Now, I say make it simple by tying a bow, but I have to tell you, when it came time for me to tie a bow, not simple. I had to get my wife to do it. I don't know, there's something about doing it a certain way. I couldn't figure it out, but it finally came out. So let me see if there's any questions about this part of it. Anybody unmute and ask a question if you want. See. Okay, good. Well,
Carol had a question, John. She popped it up in the chat department, and it was asking if they're going to be do we include the instructions? But I think you're going to cover that shortly.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Good question. Okay, so make it simple. Have a blast with it. When you're done making up your bottles, post it on our lifestyle page so we can see the different ideas about what you're doing with the bottle. And Sue, I think you posted yours today. I thought that was awesome. Okay, so now you've got the bottle ready. Everything is ready to go. Then it's all about the delivery. Now this is a delivery that I made on Saturday. This is my barber. I went to the barber on Friday and told him that I was going to bring him a gift, and I couldn't wait to do it. I got him really excited about what I was going to give him. And then I put the bottle together and went over there and delivered it, and then had a photo taken. So I just have a few notes here. So while I was there, of course, I've told he knows my iWater story, and had a chance to kind of revisit that. I did a little demonstration. I did provide the directions for you, so that answers the question. So there's a printout that we'll have available for that. I asked his permission to take the photo, and it happened that he had a client in the chair while I was doing this, and it happened to be a doctor. So now I have a doctor that's kind of interested in finding out what we're doing. with all of this. And so I got his permission to take the photo, and then asked him if I could post it on Facebook. He said sure. And then I got permission to add him to our 360 page page where we have all the testimonials, and I got his permission to do text follow-ups with him for the week. So it's really, really simple. It's nothing that we haven't done before. But here's the key. It's just fun. It was so much fun. I mean, you can look at the face. I mean, he was happy to get it. I was happy to give it. And now I've already followed up with him today. They're drinking the water, and they're having a blast. So I gave him actually 2 gallons, one for him and one for his wife. And you can see I attached the bottle to only one because he already had one. I'd given him a long, long, long time ago. So real simple delivery. This didn't take long to do it, but it was really fun. Now, next, I have a couple of notes. Let me get this out of the way. Can you guys see this, or are your pictures in the way? Okay, cool. So now it's after the delivery. So when I got back home, I sent the iWater testimonial video, which I told him I would do. Sent it actually via Facebook messaging. I added him to the Good News 360 page. I put his photo on the lifestyle page, which I think you saw today. And then now I'm beginning my text follow-ups confirming proper usage and results. In fact, we had a great conversation on instant messaging today about what they're doing. I think I sent him, the other video I sent him today was the How It Works video, the little cartoon video. And I think he got a kick out of that more than even, in fact, he wrote me back and he said, I'd definitely rather be a grape. And if you've seen that video, it talks about being a grape or a raisin. So these are just simple things to do once you've delivered it. And now it's all about doing the follow-up. And I love this page. This page is really amazing. You'll have a chance to read some of these. So these are daily text follow-ups that Chantel has been doing for some time now. And so she graciously wrote these out and sent them to me today, and I copied them and I put them here for us. We're going to go ahead and post this on our team page so that you can get it for yourself. I mean, when you read through this, what's happening all week long is she's building a great relationship with a friend along the way. And she's telling them the directions on what to do. So she's reiterating the directions. She is helping them on what to look for and giving them a great feeling about her and what she wants. And here's what I love about it, is it's not like Chantel's trying to sell them anything. She's not trying to get them to do anything except have the great experience with iWater. And this is what she's been doing with Operation Hydration. So this is posted as an idea for you. I mean, really, if it was me, I would be probably using, in fact, I'll probably use all of these. And I think the other thing that Chantel said is she personalizes them. So you might have a conversation with one of the folks, and you might just add a few comments on there about the conversation that you had, the testimonial or the story. And I don't know, Chantel, can you come on and unmute for us and tell us a little bit about how this goes for you?
Can you guys hear me? I'm just going to put my video back on.
First of all, let me just really thank you for sending these today. I couldn't wait to get them, and when I saw them, I totally understand why you have about an 80% success rate with people going through Operation Hydration. It just makes so much sense to me. Tell us a little bit about how it goes for you.
Yeah, no problem. So definitely when I sit with everyone, or one-on-one, depending, sometimes it's a group, I try to make sure that I get a little bit about them. So something personal, something that they're trying to work towards, a goal where I can help them. And then I always add little tips that is not really about GIA, but you know, whether it's an inspirational little quote or a video or information about health, but all related to proper hydration and keeping their body hydrated. So it's not always about just giving them all the info that we can already find on GIA, because they're eventually going to get all that, but to give them extra so they don't feel like it's always a sales pitch. So it's really about making them feel important, and as well as that I always also ask them for their help. So it's like new testimonial, new feedback. There's always something new, and I'm eager to learn what's going to happen with them and how great of an experience they're going to have with the iWater. So they, just by experience, I do witness that a lot of people don't communicate anymore and they don't listen. And I also know that people love to help others when they're they feel like, oh, someone needs some help. They're always like, oh, I want to do it, and they feel important doing that. So it's kind of like, it's a two-way thing. They help me, I help them, so everybody feels great. And it's very short and sweet. I don't want to send them a whole bunch of different things. I don't send them websites. I don't send them much more than just, you know, what we talked about, and I just kind of keep them going. I always try to put something very positive. I can't wait to hear all the great things that are going to happen, instead of saying, you know, can't wait to see if you're going to have a headache. So I try to keep it very positive, and that is, you know, sticking in their head that it's going to be positive things that are going to happen.
Do you find that you get in conversations with people when they, like today with my barber, we had like 3 or 4 back and forth, almost like a great conversation, and it was really good. Do you get that a lot?
All the time. But I always try to give them, looking forward to hear from you, and if they keep going, then I will. And also, if it's a lot of things going on, I'll ask permission to just give them a call. I said, I know this may be complicated and I don't want it to come across the wrong way or get the wrong information. Can I just give you a call, and then I can take 2 minutes of your time and just explain to you why you're getting the headaches, if that's the case, right? Because you want it to be very positive. And people say, you know what, I had loose bowel movements all day, and I'd be like, yes, it's working, you know? So you always turn it into a positive. Okay,
so I was going to ask you that. Do you have phone conversations once in a while too with people?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Whenever they want. I try to ask them. Like, I know the first group that I had started, one of them did not do Facebook. She wanted a phone call and a certain time of day. So I put it in my calendar every day, and I had a little alarm that would go off to call this lady. Others was email, and others were text or Facebook.
Okay.
So I asked the best way to get in touch with them every day.
Okay, so I know you're super busy. You have a job, you have kids and a family. So do you find this is time efficient for you?
It's very good, because when I have a little bit of time, I'll go and search the web, and I'll save all this little image and posts that I like. And I know eventually, you know, it's about having a great day. It's a little bit about health, something funny. I try to mix it up a little bit, so I know I have them for 7 days. And of course, the only time that it's a little bit more time is if it's a group, because I don't want to send them the same message. So definitely don't just copy and paste if they're friends. You want to make them feel important.
Well, okay, as long as you do, as long as you personalize, I guess it would be okay, because the information could be the same, but personalize if you have friends doing it. Okay, so one of the things I think about our program, I'm going to talk about this in a minute, Chantal, and going through the way you do this, for this program, for the holidays, I don't want it to be a sales tool. I don't want it to come across. I don't want it to be. I just really want to share the good news, really, about what iWater does for people, and in hopes that they'll get great results. And so I have the feeling after reading this that that's how you feel when you do Operation Hydration. Is that true?
100%. It never feels like a sales pitch. And I mean, I think for the holidays, it would be great to just send a quick message to someone and say, you know what, I'm looking for 10 people to gift something incredible that I have, and I know the most stressful time of year is about to happen, and I'd love for you to try this through, you know, through this time, just to kind of help you stay, just a little bit less stressed during the holidays, and I want to give back, or, you know, I would kind of put it into, like, because I know a lot of people, what they may think at this time, well, you know what, I'm going to wait till the new year because it's too busy right now.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think I hope everybody really understands that part. It's really about giving. It's not about getting anything back. It's about giving, sharing the good news. That's the way I really want this to come. I want this to come out that way, and I just know good things will happen for people if we do that. Okay, Chantal, I appreciate you for providing this today. It really means a lot. Let me go on to, I think, the last slide. Okay, so this gets back to our mindset. And I just wrote a couple things. First of all, the value of iWater. Like I said in the beginning, the value to me is priceless. I can look back on my experience with it and what it has done for me, how I look, I hang out with older people, and I know I'm younger than they are because of iWater and our products. And there are some people who actually will get miracles by what we're going to be doing this month. So the value is there. So be proud of that. And it's a gift with no expectation for return. That's going to be really, really important from a mindset point of view, is that we're just giving a gift. We're sharing the good news. And the final one, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, it just says have fun and share the GIA love, love, love. That's really what it's all about. And I'm hoping that you'll share this presentation tonight with all your teams. What we're finding is that we're sharing it with people who have loved iWater and they've been kind of hanging out with us, but man, they're grabbing a hold of it and they're running with it. They're decorating their bottle. Oh, look at that. Kezzy's got hers ready to go. Because it's so simple and it's so much fun and so good. So that is it. That's it. It's so simple. It's that quick. So let me hear from some people. Karen, maybe you could tell us a little bit about working with Abby. I know Abby's on or was on with us. How did that go on Saturday? See if I can unmute you. There you go.
It went, you know what, we just had so much fun doing it. For one thing, you know, we're not typically together while we're activating our water. So yeah, it got a little confusing because she actually brought 2 units and I had 2 units. So we had a lot of water going. But so we got all of our bottles decorated, ready to go. And I think she had several people in mind and I already had several people in mind. So Saturday itself was just a lot of fun. And then, you know, going forward, we're excited. And like I said, I think just the idea of I have a gift for you, you know, is it's just fun. I had met a gal last weekend standing in a line at a store and the line was huge. And so we had plenty of time to just chit chat and she ended up emailing me or texting me a coupon for that store so that I could save 25% off of my purchase. And so today, because I had her email, I sent her an email saying, you know, it was so fun getting to meet you and I just have a little gift I'd like to give to you if it would be okay to thank you, you know, and just say how much I enjoyed meeting you. And so that was just something that happened pretty organically.
So you have like 5 of them done right now that I saw. Are you going to carry them with you or you going to make a list? What are you going to do?
Well, like I said, one went out today and I have a list of someone I'm going to it's not a person I can actually talk to because it's a doctor, but she's interested in GIA and she like doesn't ever have time, but we've talked about GIA. So I'm going to run that by her office tomorrow. So yeah, just working down the list and trying to set times.
Perfect.
Delivered.
Thanks for helping us out and with the pictures and doing all that. That was amazing. Thanks so much. Sue Johnson. So Sue, we were talking about this, I don't know, Friday or Saturday, and she reached out to a couple of her team to talk about it, just to kind of get their input and get some ideas. And tell us what happened to Brad.
Well, Brad here in Ontario, like a kid in a candy store is the best way to describe it, really. He has so much enthusiasm for GIA. He hasn't really launched himself properly yet, but he's just so excited. Loves the iWater. I mean, he wrote a song about it, believe it or not. It was adorable. He played it for me on his guitar. Remember that, John? I think we said that to you last year. Anyway, his wife has a booth at a market every Saturday, and he goes along to help out, and he's trying to come up with ideas how he could incorporate GIA on the table as well. Well, anyway, this past Saturday, he was talking to a few people, and he only had one jug on him to be able to give away. So he chose the one that he felt would follow through most. And some of you may have seen that picture on Facebook, but he was so simple with it. I mean, there wasn't a bow or a button or any color in sight, God bless him. He took his jug, a normal piece of paper, quickly wrote the instructions on it, and wrote iWater and just taped it on. I mean, it was so kindergarten crafts. It was wonderful. I was so impressed with him and his enthusiasm, but that's what really sold the idea, was his enthusiasm. So the gentleman friend, I can't remember his name right now, bless him, he's going to be drinking the water. He's checking in on a daily basis. You know, I talked to him about, you know, what Chantel does and how great it is and what great results she's had. And again, I want to take this moment to thank Chantel for sharing with you and sharing with us. I mean, that is a gift to all of us, what Chantel's provided. It makes our job that much simpler. Personalizing that little bit, and so Brad will now have that opportunity to use those text day 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., and pass it on and remind his gentleman to drink the water and everything else. So I'm super excited to see how that really plays out. And I know he's got more water he's activating, and this is his key. I really think this is going to be what's going to get him going.
It could really be. So Let me open it. Anybody have a question, a thought, an idea maybe we missed, or you have something? George?
Oh, he unmuted me. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to share a couple of things. We had a booth not yesterday, but the weekend before. And so I've got about 12 people who are really interested in water, and I think I'll just take each one of them, one of these, which is really a cool way to introduce it. But I woke up this morning, my day started with a phone call from someone saying, I think we want to get that iWater, and when can we meet? So that was the first thing this morning. But the other thing I wanted to share is that at our booth, there were these kids, I think these two little boys, I think they were about 8 or 9, and they kept running back to our booth, and we had a big iWater dispenser. And they'd come and they'd fill up their glasses, and then they'd run off 5 times. And the 5th time I said, what do you like about the water? They said, oh, this water tastes so good. And these are 2 little boys, So anyway, I just wanted to share that.
Magic water does taste great, for sure.
Magic water, and I wished I had gotten, my phone out early enough to kind of video to saying that. That was just so cool. But anyway, yeah, I've got a number of people I'm going to do this with.
Sounds good. Thank you. Chantel.
I just wanted to maybe share what I do when I make a lot of water. I know some of you said that, Karen and John said that at one point you kind of get confused. That whole big water jug that you can have with the dispenser that Dorje was talking about, if I have a lot of them, I always make sure, to buy a 4 liter or whatever, a gallon, however you guys say, the bigger bottles, that you can remove the sleeve around. Right. So the minute there's no sleeve, that means it's iWater. And so I would put all my water in this big jug, and then I would take off all the labels around it, and then that means that whenever I fill those up, I know it's strictly only iWater going in there. Mm-hmm. So that's just one way that I do it. Or I'll put half of the bottle in my iWater container pitcher, and then the other one I just have another pitcher around, and then I take off that label again. So I always empty the whole bottle, I take off the label, and then put only iWater in the containers that have the label. So and I never had an issue knowing if it was iWater or not.
I can't wait for the training video on how to activate your water for this.
I have to jump in here, John, because John laughed at me earlier today, Chantel. I think it's a Canadian thing that you and I get this. Love you guys.
It sounds like you guys do similar stuff. Well, I mean, you just got to do it once or twice and you'll figure it out. But it is kind of funny the way it all shakes out. And then you got to tie a bow. Okay, anybody else? Questions, ideas, thoughts? Do you love the idea? Can you see yourself doing it? Can you see yourself sharing this with your team? I mean, that's really what I really want to do. I want to have those people who love GIA to be out there sharing the good news.
Well, I wanted to jump in again there, John, and sharing with the team. That's exactly what I think is the best thing to do, is doing it yourself and reaching out to a few. But a few ideas for decorating. Your dollar store is your best bet. Stickers, stick them on, little Christmas stickers or whatever, wrap ribbon around it. Let your imagination go wild and have fun.
Have fun, yep. Me?
John, I just wanted to share, because first of all, I just think this is lovely, and this is a simplification, and it is just an incredible way to give. So I love it. I love all of it. I just am so excited, and definitely been reaching out to my team and talking to them about it. But I also just wanted to share a fun story. I actually had been working on and off with an esthetician in our valley for some years, and I couldn't seem to break through until Operation Hydration came along. And I took her 2 gallons of water, and she had such a profound experience that she ended up buying 2 iWater systems, automatic reorder. She's now a consistent iThrive and Cleanse user and has her son on. Anyway, it's all over. So it was just, we've been laughing about it too, because all the things I tried to do, and this was many kind of years ago, tried to do to help her be interested, just didn't work until I just gave her water.
Nice.
Good job.
Doc White? Thanks, Chantel.
You know, the exciting thing about this is I've had a lot of people on the iWater Operation Hydration, but I didn't follow through.
You mean
And
follow up?
I didn't follow up. I followed through or up or whatever. I didn't take care of them. Let's put it that way. And so just having what Chantel put together, the scripts to help me get started like that, and the fact that to do them every day, and that's going to make a major difference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, me too. I really got excited when I saw that today. Chantel, can I ask you one more question? See if you can get her back. Do you give people 1 gallon or 2?
I usually only give them 1. I do have another lady that said, well, it seems to be working, but I don't know if this is just, you know, something that happened, or can I try a second one? And I, you know, of course, we'll give them a second one. But most of the time after the second one, I'll say, you know what, you got nothing to lose. Just try it. You don't really like it, then you'll have 30 days to return it, but they never have. So
Oh, you mean?
I'm not coming off. I'm just doing a whole bunch of bows.
Okay, yeah, no problem, no problem. Great. Okay, any other questions or comments? Guys on the phone, just unmute.
I got a comment for you, John.
Yeah.
I had a guy that was just a real skeptic about the iWater. You know, I was sending him as much information. He just kept wanting more. And the bottom line of what I told him that worked, that might be an idea for some of you. You know how when we drink our water, you can guzzle it. You can guzzle it, and you don't get slosh belly. You know, when you're an athlete and you drink a lot of water, and it's normal water, you get slosh belly. All that water just sticks in your stomach. Our water hydrates you so quickly, it doesn't happen. And he's an athlete. So I told him, I said, Bill, when you drink the water, don't you notice that it just goes right in it? It doesn't stick in your stomach. And that was the turning indicator that had him join and become a manager. So I just wanted to throw that out as something that you can maybe tell people, because it's absolutely true.
Perfect story. There's a lot of stories on our videos on Vimeo. I think there's one with you, Dave, and I think Sue Gromberg, and testimonials, and so there's all kinds of information. And Chantel, I just go back to your follow-ups and that the attitude that they come with. That's the attitude I really want to have for this magic time of the year. Kezzy?
Yeah, I wanted to chime in following on with what Doc was saying, that he would give lots and lots of people iWater. My team for years and years and years we've made, we've just made Niagara Falls full of iWater, gallons. And I do believe it is that method that has been, I'm not going to say missing, but maybe not as clear as it is right here, right now. Finding out how people like to communicate, number one. Don't assume that they text, or don't assume, just find out, do the groundwork, and be that little bird, buzz in their ear. Oh, someone's caring about me every day. There's no time lag. There's no, oh yeah, I forgot to drink my water. All the things that I could tell you that, and all of us could tell each other that have happened over the years, but because we didn't have the system.
Yes, and I think that both Chantel and Tracy usually start with groups, and that gives a lot of success as well. Is that correct? That when you have a group doing it together and then they reconvene, I think that's how Tracy and Chantel have done some of their Operation Hydrations. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yes, I did do a few that were a group. So what we did in a group, I would ask them to meet twice. So once the first day when I give them the water, and I would explain everything to them, do the exchange, and then I would ask them the following Monday. So if it was a Monday, the following Monday, that we booked 2 one-hour sessions so we can all talk about it again. And that's how Sylvie Binet ended up signing up to get an iWater. It wasn't because of her experience. She felt nothing. But somebody else was losing her wrinkles, and she looked like so good. She's like, I don't know what's going on, but I want to look like her. So maybe for me, it's just taking a little bit longer. So she totally bought the water because of somebody else, what somebody else looked like after a week of not seeing her. So it's really interesting, and that's the really nice part of doing a group and getting them all excited. So that energy multiplies.
Well, I really appreciate, Chantel, for you helping us to, in all the ways that you've helped us. And I think that having a group together, as long as you keep it the holiday season ideas, and it will be less clinical probably, but I mean a group together to share a gift, I think that would be a great way to do it. Or go out and do what I did over the weekend. However you do it, it'll work. If you have the right attitude that we are giving a gift, we're sharing the good news, and then help them to see the good news every single day of the week. And I guarantee you that lots of people will be happy, and they'll be telling others about it, sharing the good news. So that's it for tonight. This will be recorded. It'll be posted tomorrow. I'm going to encourage everybody to get it out to those people on your team, even those people who haven't done very much with your team. They're just waiting for us. They're waiting for us to give them a call, give them a reason to get into action. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Chantel. It's a great time to be a part of GIA. Good night.